What you're about to watch is a behind the scenes video about what it's like to run a service for EJM Ministries and the things that I do leading up to actual service time.
Now connected to Lizzie's iPhone.
What do you do when you're all grown up? The heart of a child, but you gotta be tough. Scared to death to be alone. Feeling around for a hand to hold. Why did I start to think I can't walk if I can't see? When did I forget to need?
Good morning, guys. It's currently 11:33. I got up really quick today because I actually needed a shower and because today I actually have something to look forward to. So today there's gonna be a shift night, and a couple days ago I was asked to go help with the live stream because when I was in EJM, when we were here in Arkansas, we would do a service every Friday, and so since we were here I would help out with like the production, I guess you could call it. And then the last time I was there was in September. That time I did lyrics because this was after the team split up and everything. Majority of our media team was gone, and so I came to help. And so today I'm gonna go over there around like 5:30 ish. It's a whole new team, so I'm like, I don't know what to expect from the new people. I'm sure they're all cool, but you know, it's like, it's weird because I'm used to the people I was with, you know. I'm gonna get ready today and just vlog my day. Probably record a little bit of behind the scenes because I don't know why I never recorded when I was on the team. And looking back, I kind of regret it because it would have been so, like, it would have been really good content. But I never really did it because we were always so busy. And I kind of felt bad recording for my own stuff whenever I was supposed to be focusing on media from like for the team. And so I just never got to it. I recorded one vlog. Looking back, I'm like, ew. Why did I look like that? That vlog was in April or March? No, January? No way, that was a year ago. Hold on. I'm about to fact check myself. Oh, it was in February, so almost a year. Actually, that was when I pretty much had just joined. Like, I barely had a month there. And the people that I was like mainly close to were the people in the media team because like we were together all the time. I wish I could have gotten videos like once we were a little bit into the traveling and everything. But again, it was a lot. Like, and I should have really recorded in depth when we were in South Africa. But again, like there was too much to do that I just didn't. Okay, ugh. I'm gonna let my hair dry on its own. And then in the meantime, I'm gonna go to the kitchen and do my whole routine that I do. Read my Bible, eat breakfast, and then after I'm gonna do my makeup probably because I just want to do it closer to the time instead of doing it right now and just sitting in my makeup. Okay guys, I'm back a little bit early. I didn't finish reading my Bible because my mom, or doing my Bible study because my mom called me to go run some errands real quick at Walmart while she is working. So I'm gonna go get her some things that she needs for the food truck. And guys, oh my goodness, I literally cannot believe it. So yesterday I saw that one of my good friends that I was traveling with in EJM posted that him and his brother were traveling, right? Like they were like road trip or whatever. And I'm like, last time they did this, they ended up showing up at the service. And I'm like, no way. So I went to sleep hoping like, please, please, I hope they're coming. And then later I'm texting this other kid about the service or whatever, and when I was gonna get there, blah blah blah. And then he was like, oh, and yeah, the Matas are coming, by the way. And I'm like, so first of all, you spoiled the surprise, because I wanted to show up and be surprised, but whatever. And then Kylan called me. He's one of the brothers. I literally can't believe it, guys. Like, I literally have been literally missing everyone that I was traveling with, especially them, because they were the ones I was closest to during this time period. And seeing them again, oh my goodness. Actually, I saw them in December for a few hours and then they left, so I didn't really get to spend time with them like how we used to. But I can't believe it, guys. Like, they're literally my best friends. Like, what? I'm gonna cry. Literally last night I was like, Lord, please, I hope they're coming. I hope they're coming. Anyway, I'm gonna go to Walmart. It's like windy and cold. Yesterday it was raining all day, but it was like in the 60s. Like, it's already warming up and I'm missing it. I'm missing the sunlight. I'm missing the sun. Literally, now that we have our other dog, the puppy, Ozzy, because we've been taking him outside and stuff, like when I take him outside, I'll just sit, I'll just sit in the sun and I'll just sit like nature, reconnecting. But anyway, I'm gonna go to Walmart, turn off some music while I go, and yeah. I'm going to Walmart now. I feel like I'm here every day, bro. No, literally, I'm always here running errands for my mom. But it gets me out of the house, so. This is my favorite right here. Oh, I might get the wedges too. I don't know. I got myself a little snack because I haven't eaten yet. The Walmart chicken low-key hits. I don't know. Since I was little, this was just the General Tso wing. It's been my favorite since I was a kid because we would go to Walmart as children and my mom would get it for us. I asked for an 8-piece and look how much is in there. Whoa, she was being a little generous, but I'm grateful. Thank you. It's actually really hot and the car's not on and I have this sweater, but let's try this on before I leave. I mean, let's try this. What? I'm gonna cry. It's perfect. Yum. All right, bye. Be getting ready today as I tell you guys some life updates and whatnot. It's actually a whole different day that I'm recording the get ready with me, because when I went to go edit the one I recorded on the actual day of the vlog that I did, the quality was horrible. Like, I don't know what I did to the camera that messed it up. I just can't leave it like that. Like, my perfectionist brain is like, no, you can't leave it like that. So I'm just gonna talk about the same things and whatever. In this vlog, I'm going to go help out my EJM people, right? One thing I talked about was how I just look back and I think how well I got along with majority of the people I was on the team with. I just look back and I'm so surprised because I've never really had that in my life where I've had such amazing friends and people that I really get along with. And growing up, I barely really even had friends in school. I always found myself getting along more with my sisters, with my cousins. I just never had anyone outside my family that I actually clicked with. So when I joined EJM, I was like, whoa. I had been coming around and helping out with services even before I joined last year in January. So in September of 2023, actually, I started going around every week for the internship program that we were a part of. But even before that, in April, we started going to the services that they had every Friday. I was already around these people, but in September, I actually started getting close to some of them. And then eventually in January, when I actually joined, was when I got comfortable and really started to get to know everyone. And I just look back, I'm like, how, like, what you guys don't understand is that I prayed literally all my life, bro, for community, for people to be around me that loved God, that were passionate about Jesus, people that I could click with, get along with, and just share a friendship with. And so literally EJM surpassed those expectations above and beyond. And literally that's how God works, you know, like he does exceedingly and abundantly above all that I ask or think. It's just so amazing. I'm like, how in the world? But it's just like only God can do it. And another thing, this was the first time that I was consistently being around people, right? And one factor that plays into why I wasn't really around people when I was growing up was because since we moved to Arkansas in 2010, we didn't have a stable church life, if that makes sense. Like, we weren't consistently going to a church since we had moved from Chicago. And when we first moved to Arkansas, I do remember going to this one church, and we did go for a good amount of time. I even started instrument lessons. That's when I first started playing guitar and everything. Eventually, we left that church and then we moved. But even when we were in that city, we were going around different churches and whatever. And again, I was young at this time, but still, like, I didn't really have like a friend or whatever. So then when we moved here where we're currently living, where we've been living since 2012, again, the same thing. We would find a church, we would go, and then eventually, I guess my parents would, you know, discern something that was kind of like off about the church or the leadership or, you know, whatever. If something was just not aligning with God's word or even his character. And so obviously when I was younger, I didn't have my own ability to judge, to discern what was going on or whatever. So obviously wherever we went was because of my parents, right? And even in this church, I literally forgot about this. I was part of the the dance team. I totally forgot I did this. I actually performed one song, but I think that was the only one I ever did. But I remember since I was little, like, I always loved choreographies and learning dances and even like making up dances with my sisters and stuff. Me and my older sister would always dance to songs together. We made up a dance to Creeré by Tercer Cielo. Bro, if you know, you know. That song is a classic. But anyway, we left that church, and then I just remember since then we just never really had a church, right? And even to not miss out on getting together, we would get together at my dad's mechanic shop and like his office, and we would have like a church service there. We would do all the things, play music, worship, praise, and then my dad would teach, and it would just be us. And even here and there, like, there would be like some random person, I don't know, that they would invite. But the majority of our church life was connecting online to the church that we were a part of in Chicago. And still to this day, we are very connected to that ministry, following along the different churches that they have, because they're like an international ministry. They have churches literally everywhere. But my parents love connecting to the ones in Panama, Venezuela, Colombia. Even yesterday, we met with the founder of the church, the ministry, and his daughter, and bro, it was crazy. That church to me will always be like a home church, even though we still weren't like plugged in to the point where like I grew up with the youth, or you know, just because obviously we weren't living over there, but still like I consider myself a part of that church. And now we've been going to this one church. We're still not fully plugged in or anything. It's nice to be able to go somewhere every Sunday. I look forward to going every week. It's just nice to be able to go somewhere for once. But the whole point of why I say that is because I went from not having community and growing up all over the place, you know, not having a church or anything like that, or a stable church family, to then years later having those friends, having those friendships, those relationships, and just like having an exceedingly amount of good friends around me that I've never had before. And so I was so grateful. I don't think the people that I was around know how much EJM actually meant to me, and how much of a testimony in itself that me joining EJM was or is. And so I'm incredibly grateful. I clicked with Kyler and Kylan Mata. They're brothers immediately from when I met them. Well, actually not from when I met them, because I met them in 2023 in September when I first went around to start the program. And then since they were on the media team and that's where I was gonna serve, I was obviously around them all the time. And even before I joined, I would go and volunteer. And during this time, it was like October, November, December. During this time, I remember Kylan. Kylan is my age. He's 2 months younger. And then Kyler is 2 years older than us. Kylan was out because he got in an accident with this other kid that was in the ministry. So when I would go around to volunteer and whatever, it was only Kyler there. And this is so funny. He told me how he remembers how it would be so awkward when I would come around, because like we just didn't know like what to say to each other. We definitely clicked from the first moment we met. Give credit to Kylan because he really is, he's the type of person to be able to just talk to anyone. And so when me and my sister went upstairs where we met them, they welcomed us with open arms, I guess. But the funniest thing is when we bring up the story of how we met, because I told them my side and then they told me their side of how they were like so confused as to like what to say to me, because basically I was introduced to them so that they could tell me about like the media team or whatever, and they told me that they barely even knew anything about media. And so they were like, what do we say to her? What do we say? Whatever. So they were like freaking out upstairs. And I just find that so funny. Because knowing them now, it's like, it's hilarious. But yeah, whole point is that I hit it off with them immediately. And I was closest with them the whole time I was in the ministry. And even today, like, I consider them being like the closest people that I've met or that I've made friendship with. And I think it's mainly because of our like personality types that we just really hit it off well. I don't know how to explain it because I've never met any people like that. Like I got super comfortable with them, maybe a little too much. We have some crazy stories. They live in Ohio. You'll see them in this video towards the end. Basically, I was super excited on the day of the service because I was gonna see them after a while, especially in the setting where we were at the theater. The theater was the place that we went to every day. The whole team would go every day to work. The singers would rehearse, the band would rehearse, the media team would work on whatever we needed to work on. And that was just our place that we went to every day. And seeing the brothers, but seeing them at the theater was like a whole different thing because it just holds so much sentimental value to me, at least. See, the thing is, I feel like I talk so highly about them, and do I get the same response? I don't know, but it doesn't really matter because they truly do mean a lot to me as really great friends that I just have never really ever had. It's so hot in here. I'm sweating. Another topic I talked about was the fact that I still don't have a job and that I currently am kind of just like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Not to say that in like a depressing way, like, oh, I don't know my purpose, I don't know what I'm doing. More just like I'm just waiting. Well, really, I don't know what the problem is. I think the problem is me. I just need to like go, step out in faith, and do the things that God has called me to do and stop being scared. If you watched my last video, my Q&A, I talked about how I've been praying for God to increase my faith, to help me in my faith, because I think the thing that holds me back from doing a lot of things is that fear of starting, the fear of just not knowing how things are gonna turn out, I guess. Not having the steps to do the things I really am passionate about and not knowing where to start is where I hold myself back, because I'm like, oh, you know, I don't know where I'm gonna start and I don't really have an idea of how I'm gonna do this, so I just don't end up doing it ever. And that's really been my problem for a majority of my life in a lot of things, because when it comes to filming and making videos, that's been my passion since I was a little kid. I vividly remember being like 5 or 6 when we first moved to Arkansas. We lived in an apartment, and I remember I would take my parents' phone or their camera or something, and I would just vlog. And at the time, obviously, I had no idea what vlog was. I didn't know what YouTube was. But my dad actually, I think, was the one I really was inspired by, because I remember also he would grab the camera and record our life sometimes, you know, when we would travel. There's even videos that my dad recorded from when my sister was born, in 2001, when my sister was born, and probably even before that, I don't know. My dad has always had that thing for documenting, and I think I really took that from him and really was inspired by that, because growing up, I always saw that he would record and document our trips and be like, hey guys, this is where we're at, or aquí estamos en la playa, or whatever. Like, he would do that kind of stuff. And I don't think my dad even knew about vlogs or YouTube. But I think during like the 80s, 90s, I don't really know, home videos were a big thing. Recording on like Christmas morning and whatever. So obviously it wasn't like this crazy new thing. But when YouTube came around, it obviously became a whole different thing to vlog and to record your life. I grew up with that desire to record, to document my life. But now that I've gotten older, I've really strayed away and have really grown out of the super YouTube-y videos like the, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, stuff like that. But really what I want to create now are videos that are more film type and like storytelling. But here's been the problem. Literally, even before this vlog that I recorded, I almost wanted to take a break and not record anything ever again for a good amount of time, because I was losing every bit of motivation. I had no idea what to record, and I was just like, there's just nothing for me to document right now. Like, there's nothing going on in my life that I can document, at least not in this like vlog style video. But when it comes to videos that are more storytelling, obviously you're making the story up, and you can record and do whatever you want. It doesn't have to reflect what's actually going on in your life, right? But the thing for me is that I really want to be able to have people around me that also like doing this kind of thing, that can help me, that will be creative inputs in that creative process or whatever. And I really don't have many people in my life that really know film and don't really understand editing and video and whatever. One person I can really pull on is one of my good friends, Sasha. Y'all have seen her in my videos before. But me and her had a film class our senior year. And for me, it was the most fun I've ever had in a class ever. Because I was doing the stuff I love doing, and I was giving it my all. Like, I was so happy in that class because I love that stuff. And being able to create a script, film, direct, whatever, edit, during that class, it made me realize that I actually really do love doing this stuff. I talked to my friend Sasha, and I was like, hey, when you're down here and you're out of college, we need to set up a time and go out and record, because I just love it. I love it so much. Me and her actually competed in this little competition. It was a huge competition of like different things. It's called Skills USA, and they had like a ton of different categories, and we did the film one. And they gave us the prompt, we went out and we recorded, and it was like the most fun I've ever had. Even though we didn't place, I still had a blast. It was so fun. But what I really want is to have people around me that can help me in the creative process, that can give me ideas, that can help me out. And even, I will say, not to bring it right back around to them, but Kyler and Kylan really did help me a lot. Even though they said that they weren't really into media or anything, but surprisingly, they actually helped me a lot when it came to ideas and different editing styles or whatever. But yeah, I almost just really gave up and was not gonna record anything for who knows how long, but having something to look forward to really pushed me to get up and record. So that is the only reason why this video is a thing. But after this video, what am I gonna record? I don't know. That's pretty much all I have for now. After this portion, I think I end up coming back and saying, oh, I'm gonna change, but that clip is horrible, so I'm probably just gonna cut to when I get to the theater. We're here. 30 minutes later, we're here. I got my Starbucks. I'm nervous, guys.
I'm not.
They're rehearsing or sound checking right now, I guess. I don't know.
I'm not
They're probably
nervous.
gonna be upstairs. I am.
Are you gonna go?
Guys, y'all don't understand the sentimental value right now. Y'all don't know what's about to go down. So we're arriving at the theater, we're going inside, and they were rehearsing and doing a little bit of sound checking. And so I headed upstairs where all the media stuff is, and I got a glimpse of my bestie. Look at them. Oh my goodness, there they are. They were pretty much rehearsing until service. And we were upstairs just getting everything ready. It's so loud in there, guys. So I came into the bathroom to update y'all. Basically, oh my goodness, like, y'all don't understand. I've literally missed everyone, especially the models. Because like, we used to come here every day to like work and whatever. We just built a relationship like in this place, so it's like very sentimental. But like seeing them in this place like after so long is like crazy. It's so crazy. But I'm so excited. Good times, good times. Literally, Lord knew I needed this. Like I was literally losing
my mind.
because I was like, I literally missed my friends. I spent all year last year with them, and then just to come back home to be alone again, it really got to me. So I'm so excited to see everyone.
Yo, check it out, bro. We out here. You know what I mean? EJM, you know, neither of us are on EJM no more. I know homies out here, feel me? You know what's going on.
You know what it is. Shift.
Media team gang.
Media team consists of me and Levi because Lizzie left us. And Kyler.
Dang, that's crazy.
It's okay. I love her. I love Lizzie. She's my favorite.
Amen.
So finally, service began, and here I literally thought that I was recording audio on my phone, but since I was connected to my AirPods, the audio was horrendous. So here I am voice overing this, explaining what's going on. So here's the little setup. I was already recording the live stream here, but I didn't know that it wasn't actually streaming on YouTube or anything, but it was recording. And then later on, Kylan came upstairs to tell me that his camera was a little bit dark. So basically I just fixed it, even though it looked fine, but he told me it looked bad. So I fixed that. Here I am just bopping to the music, you know what it is. And then Acacia prayed. This next portion is gonna be footage of me directing the little live stream. So I have different little angles of my camera, my phone, and the actual live stream. So that is what you are about to watch. And then while I was standing there, you know, just observing, looking around, one of my former EJM team members, whatever, I don't know what I call him, Zeke, he came and, you know, did what Zeke does and mess around and yeah, literally he did that to me last time I saw him. Now back to the songs. Then I took a much needed bathroom break because I was sweating so bad, literally so bad. I don't think I actually even went to use the bathroom, but it was so hot.
You should have been there when I prayed through. Church was on fire and the Holy Ghost too. From the top of my head, sole of my feet, felt the Spirit moving all over me. We're going to take about 3 minutes. And we're going to do like this woman. And we're going to give God glory. Felt the Spirit moving all over me. Telling you should have been there when I prayed through. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, come on. Shout, praise him, praise him, Jesus, lift your voice, if you got it, let me see you wave your hand, if you got it, somebody jump in and say, I got it, 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 I got it. God can revive it, he can turn it around, he can turn it, hey, he can turn it around. Somebody shout, somebody shout, somebody shout. How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God? Is our God. Give you victory, God can bring you peace, God can bring you hope, God can bring you peace, God can bring you joy. He's Jehovah Jireh, he's your provider. Come on, celebrate. 1, 2, 3, come on. Only God can do it. 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 I've never seen, ears never heard, neither had it into, neither had it into. There is no secret to it. There is no secret to it. God can do it. We can do it for life. Do it. That right me, that and I bring me close. God made it tell. God made it tell. Oh, everything the devil tried. God made it tell.
Is it like clear? Yeah. Okay, so service is done. It's 9:26. I've been here since what, like 5 or something?
Yeah.
No, y luego no me van a escuchar.
Oh, you're right.
Oops, spit just flew out my mouth. But it's been kind of hard this year, like, you know, like back to how we were back in the day with the OG. Pan that way. Yeah. So, yeah, we're fired. We're about to go out to eat, I think, pizza. So, I'm so hungry, and I'm about to pee my pants.
And this is me.
No one asked, thanks.
There's gonna be a comment. Where's Shamima?
Hey, a little update. I'm here in the bathroom just to record the update. We came to come eat some pizza. We've actually, me and the Madas and Kaden, our other friend, we've been here before. My sisters haven't, but we ordered our pizza. We're just talking it up over there. I'm just kind of just sitting there like this, listening. But yeah, that's the update.
Don't make me say it. You're the biggest beast.
Why is it so blurry?
Parting words.
What are you doing?
Parting words for the vlog.
Bro, I can say a lot of stuff right now, but the most important thing, seek Jesus Christ. He died for you, he loves you, he cares for you, and Oh, before though. So you get a relationship with God, that's all that matters.
We're gonna expose her.
So yeah,
Sorry.
I've been choosing the car. Y'all probably don't know this. My legs hurt really bad. Because hit leg day the other day, you know.
That's your parting word.
These are the guys I was talking about from earlier, but
Anyways, yeah, nice dinner. Las chicas paid for me.
Las chicas did not pay for nothing.
I don't think we say that.
Shout out.
With humble and
My car looks like that car.
Huh?
My car looks like that
with
car.
humility.
Really?
That's it. Hold on. Oh, praise God. Nah, I feel bad though, because I didn't tell a single person in there about Jesus.
Let's go back.
Yeah, what?
It's locked.
Someone's struggling.
Alright, see? Bro, I pulled up in it.
That is not
My sister,
what my car
bro,
A
my
ver.
sister called it a buggy.
A ver.
No, not at all.
What's that?
He just started to drive.
It's a little more sportsy,
Oh, wait.
but it's
I
still
think
the
I
same
only
thing.
know the why.
Look
but
at
not
that.
the end.
Anyway, bye. So basically that was my day and all that goes into running a service for EJM. Honestly, it was really fun being back, especially with some good old friends. And I hope you guys enjoyed. They're having these services each month, so I'll probably check back in every month with a new video. Who knows? We'll see. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.